Hi, this is David with the Enzo Trading System, and I'd like to do a quick market update on what happened yesterday with Bitcoin and crypto markets in general. There's been quite a heavy dump. I think Bitcoin dumped, I don't know, about 25% in a day. And as far as we're concerned, the main algorithm sold about 56K. And he hasn't bought since, and he touched 42K in the process. But we do have multiple algorithms running, and in the case of Bitcoin, actually there was another purchase at around 50K. This is due to this climb detection algorithm. I call it climb detection. Here we got a magenta signal, which indicated the possibility of a bounce or a pump. That of course didn't materialize because of course there was a lot of volume at 50K, and it could have been a bounce, but it wasn't. So I quickly closed with stop loss at minus 1.3, 1.4%. In this case, the allocation was 1/3 of the allotted margin for the market. So that means that I was about a loss of 0.5%, something like that. Of course, that always needs to be multiplied for whatever leverage one is using. But I was at relatively minor loss. And it happened because most crypto markets, they're moved very similarly. It happened the same thing with Ripple. And here it was a bit crazy because just in the range of 1 minute, it was so volatile that in the range of 1 minute, it managed to break the risk limit for the stop loss for this position, and it closed right away with a small loss. I think a VET actually went a little bit better. It got the bounce on VET, but here we have a 3%, but actually, in fact, because of slippage, which is very heavy during these cases, I think we actually ended up gaining only 0.5%. But the more important thing is actually that we had a nice open position with this Luna coin, which was pretty much, I mean, as far as I can see on the markets of the coin, what is a coin, crypto market cap, whatever it's called, where all the coins are listed. It was pretty much one of the few, or maybe the one that was performing the best. And in fact, we ended up closing at plus 18, 19%. It did touch plus 50% at some point, or open position. But then the Bitcoin dump affected this coin as well, even though it was doing really well. And it did actually close with the relative stop loss, which is something that it's implemented in our algorithms, but it's very loose in general because it's kind of a blunt instrument, and it's better to rely on the indicators. But even then, even the indicators eventually would have closed this position because it was just too heavy of a drop, and it lasted quite long. So eventually Luna did bounce, and we are with the system, the algorithm, the main algorithm bought again, and we're now again in profit with Luna. We'll see how it will end up because it's too early to say. It may dump again, and we may not get the profit on the second position. But in the meantime, because we sold here, we lost the potential of an additional 15% profit. But there isn't really much to do. It would have been better to be more resilient, but this is just a specific case, and it's good enough already that we managed to actually net this profit, which managed to equalize that the smaller losses. Actually, another loss was also on Solana, which was doing quite well. And where is it? Yeah, it was doing quite well and ended up in a bit of a stop loss. And again, our risk per position is 3.5% multiplied by whatever leverage you're using. In this case, it says 4, I think, because yeah, it allocated a sub portion of whatever is allocated for this market. This is something that we do, but I just want to make sure that it's understood that even if the stop loss is a 4%, the actual risk was 3.5% multiplied by the leverage. So in general, I mean, it's been a pretty harsh November for most of the crypto, but we did manage to not lose too much, which I think is pretty much the goal of a realistic trading system. When things go badly, what you want to do is just stay in the market and not lose too much. We had some major losses in previous months, but I think now we're on a much better track, and part of it is new and improved algorithms and indicators, and part of it is expanding to new markets and finally getting some proper diversification, because yeah, without Luna we wouldn't had the diversification that allowed us to really manage quite well the losses during this dump. And that means that, because now we are actually actively trading 19 markets, as opposed to trading like five major markets like we were doing a few months ago. Now it's much more likely that we end up having a active and profitable position that actually hedges the losing positions, which are pretty much 80 or 90% of the crypto markets that tend to follow Bitcoin at any given time. So I think overall I'm pretty happy, because from my perspective we managed to not lose too much, lose little, and I think we're ready for whatever positive wave of price action will happen. I don't know if this month at this point, but definitely in the next few months. So if you have any questions, we always have the Discord channel where we actually chat about in English or Italian. We can try other languages depending on who's on. And also you can leave a comment on this video, and until then, see you.